To inform that this is not the end. Hello, everybody. This is Saki Nakara Stuff Funny Linty Anime 2023 here, and I just wanted to say before the whole four options stuff that you already know about. Sometimes I just feel like I should introduce it because why not? Just wanted to say with Resident Evil 4 remake on the horizon, I might make another side Resident Evil story. You guys don't know what it is yet because I haven't made it yet. So, I don't know if it's going to be a connection to my other side Resident Evil stories. It definitely isn't going to be a connection to Resident Evil Bencilla that had 6 chapters in separate parts because they were chapters, not one full thing. Because Resident Evil Bencilla had a really messed up ending, and it just concluded the story. Resident Evil The Calibrated Room had a very messed up ending, and there was no connection to the story, because none of the characters lived. We know who made the so-called whatever virus it was, and the company, I can't remember what it was, but anyways, that's beside the point. There's no connection to that one. The only connection that there really would be something would be Resident Evil Through the Looking Glass. And I don't know. I have been thinking about making another side Resident Evil story after RE Through the Looking Glass. That possibly being 10 years after, meaning like 10 years after the incidents and the events of Resident Evil Through the Looking Glass, and then if that's not going to be it, then the last connection that I could possibly put together would be Crow Forest. Yeah, meaning like, I didn't know what to put because I can't put Death Forest because, think about it. The new story arc is coming out for the main storyline before Resident Evil 8 and 7, I think. I don't know. It's unaware because the lore is still coming out with it along with RE4 Remake. But I can tell it's before all that stuff. Because Chris is still in the BSAA. That's how I could connect the two, I think. But anyways, I can't put Death Forest because then it would be a copy onto Death Island, and I don't want that because I respect all the main storyline lore and how the main storyline goes in order from what you have to play first to watching next in the game main series. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys do. So I think it's probably going to be Crow Forest because why not? Now there's going to be more than just crows in there, but you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do for my next side Resident Evil story. We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, now getting into it. You know the 4 options already. Like, subscribe, recommended, highly recommended. Hit the bell notifications so you're notified for new content on the channel. And if you want to, just comment something. I don't care what you guys comment. Well, I don't care what you guys comment. And that all said and over with, this is let's see. Yeah, this is part 2 of the anime called Rage, which is an official anime like all my other horror anime stories. Which are all officially, as I say, in the anime universe with the horror in it as the horror genre of anime. If you guys don't really get the whole plot of Rage, what this anime is about, I tried to explain it as well as I could in part 1 of season 1. Highly recommend that you guys go watch that first before part 2 of season 1. Because that's going to include the entire first season. But I suggest you guys go watch that first. Etc. Now, this is going to be a long one. Because I didn't want to make the ending so long. But I was running out of ideas. of what to do for the ending. I literally sat there for a few minutes, was like, ugh. And then it came to me that I had to write on a few more pages, and the ending was pretty good. It was kind of cool to conclude what will happen next for the second season. If you guys didn't know, Rage, this anime is having 3 seasons. The first season is basically setting up the story, the powers, the elements of what it's about. But all that said and done, please go watch Season 1, Part 1. And let's just get straight into Rage Season 1, Part 2. Okay. Here we go. So this is where the gore starts in Season 1 of the entire anime. And like I said, go watch Season 1, Part 1, because you just be spoiling yourself and you want to know what's really happening, now would you? That's said and done. Let's just get on with it. Alright. Chapter 3. Jane tortures her brother Matthew in their basement. 3 hours later. 10 p.m. on the dot. Oh, come on. What can you do to me, sis? Just stop. I don't like the way you're looking at me. Just stop this. You're crazy. You're fucking nuts. You need some serious fucking help, said Matthew as he tried to escape the chair he was tied in, but the ropes were too tight to escape from. Matthew Tsukimi is 12 years old. He has short green hair, blue eyes, white skin, and is wearing a blue shirt, gray shorts, and black shoes. And I gotta sneeze. Oh, god damn. Oh, that kind of fucking hurt, actually. That's not good. Oh, that fucking hurts. Alright, yeah. Okay. But when the red eyes of Jane gazed at her brother Matthew, she hit Matthew with a wrench in the face. Matthew was bleeding a lot from his face, and he felt kind of dizzy as his eyes were also white and red too. Why are you so weak, Matthew? You were gonna be family once again. But I'll just kill you here, said Jane Tsukimi as she grabbed a hammer and smashed Matthew's rib cage with it. Agonizing in pain, yet. Well. Oh. He's dead. Wonderful. Now I'll rip you apart, said Jane with an evil grin as her eyes turned fully red. She smeared Matthew's blood all over her as she cut open Matthew and put the blood of all of his blood in the tub, along with her mom and dad's blood too. And as she fully unclothed / undressed herself, she went in the bathtub and covered her entire body in blood. Then, as her mouth and nose and eyes turned into nothing but skin, Jane was freaking out a lot, as she was unable to see, breathe, or speak. A voice said in her head, "Calm down. I am your darker self, your rage. Each time you use me, you become more evil. So enjoy killing others, Jane Tsukimi, and I'll always be within you. I am you now. And as Jane's other self went away for the time being, Jane's facial features came back. She grinned with the evil as her eyes turned permanently full red. Jane was now a evil rage user named Janer Tubokaki Jamami Lake. The rage curse was about to spread like crazy to Alex, Sakura, Konoha. All three of them were about to face hell just like Jane had. Hell was about to release all over the little town. And that's chapter 3 done, and yes, those were the words. I should have said and, because what I meant by the others that were gonna suffer hell was Jane, well, is already suffering hell. Sakura, Alex, which is Sakura's brother, and Konoha, or whatever the fuck. Okay, enough of that shit. That's kind of funny. It is now time for chapter 4. Sounded like the announcer woman off of Family Guy just then, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay, chapter 4. Sakura's Rage Curse. Awakening Within. 10 hours later, after Matthew's death at Jane's house. Well, now that I'm not covered in blood anymore, I must visit Sakura and her only. I must act like I'm still normal. As it seems, if my eyes are still white but permanently red, because I have mastered my rage power, said Janer Tsubokaki Jamami Lake, as she dressed in a black shirt, a red tie, black pants, and dark gray shoes. What a weird color. As Janer smeared blood under her eyes on her face, she walked outside, holding a knife in her left hand, with blood on the car blade. She went inside of her car for a moment and disposed of the knife, and then grabbed an even longer one, a rusty blade at that, with a bunch of blood on it already. But as she saw Sakura get in her car, Sakura was about to be in so much danger. But as Sakura saw Janer and her insane look on her face, Sakura went in her house after getting out of her car, and from fear hid under her bed with a look of nothing but fear. Jane didn't look like herself. She was holding a knife, very long, and was that blood on her face? Said Sakura as her eyes disappeared, as she heard a voice in her head say, "The eyes of the weak are gone. Nothing but eye sockets now. Take of the eyes of the rage power, and use thus power to kill the evil and the unchosen. Dear little Sakura Tamano." Then as Sakura was given white eyes with a red dot in the middle, She blinked her eyes as a black spirit went inside of Sakura's mouth. She swallowed it as her eyes flashed to black and red. She smiled with a fighting spirit deep within. She said, "Now, I feel it within me, a rush of rage. I'm a fighter. I am not Sakura Temano no more. Not anymore. I am Rebecca Jamamiba. There's no more going back. I will defeat the evil with the power of mine. I will defeat everything that is evil with this rageful power of Jericho's rage. I can sense an evil presence nearby, with a power just like mine," said Rebecca as she put a lot of black ink on her face as her hair turned short black. As her eyes went to white and purple, she said, "Oh, I can change my eye color from black and red to normal white and purple? Well, I won't use rage just yet, which is when my eyes are black and red? Good to know. Now, let's go dispatch the evil," said Rebecca as she aimed a pistol at Janer and said, "Oh, so you're what I sensed. I'll end this quickly. I call to you now, Rage of Jericho!" Gah! As Rebecca fell on her knees, with her head facing down at the floor, a blue flame erased the ink on her face. Yes, there we go. And turned her clothes that she was wearing completely black, as her skin turned a pale white color like snow. Her eyes turned black and red as Rebecca looked up at Janer with a horrifying grin. Rebecca had swiped her left arm at the air in front of her as she stood up and snapped her fingers. Janer felt a pain in her body as she was bleeding from her gut. She was frightened. No, more than frightened. She was scared. "Ah! Ow! Ouch! What are you? I'm sorry, Sakura. Please just spare me. I'm on my knees. I'm begging you right now. I'm sorry." As Janer cried as she saw Rebecca walk to her and say, "I'm no longer Sakura. That weak-ass personality. Fuck you. My name is Rebecca Jamamiba. I have the power of rage of the Hell Lord named Jericho," said Rebecca as she punched Janer with a thrust of air in the chest. As the air thrust punctured Janer's chest, she fell on the floor backwards, dead, as Rebecca smiled with a evil look of insanity. She went out of rage mode and changed her eyes to white and purple to be in normal mode. She grabbed Janer's heart and body and burned them outside and left a goodbye note to her brother Alex. As Alex read the note, he said, "I can't believe this. I just can't. I don't care if you have a rage of evil power in you, even if you're not Sakura anymore, Rebecca Jamamiba. You're still my sister. I will find you, even if it takes forever," said Alex, as he got on a bus to go to a small town in Japan named Tubachi. And as he saw Konoha Aboji asleep, Alex sat next to him and made his quest to find his sister. Alex would soon face a hellish journey in Tubachi to find himself facing evil not of this world. Season 1 done, rated R, Chapter 4 done. And then Season 2 will obviously pick up Chapter 5, which will be in the middle of the story, as if we weren't already in the middle of it. So yeah, I would stay tuned for Season 2 of Rage. This anime is getting good. And no, I haven't worked on Season 2, which is called Rage Separate Paths. Yeah, that's the name of Season 2. But, without further ado, viewers, let's hop into the first ending song called Endless Darker of Evil. Hope all of you enjoy. Because we're left to fear. How can we survive this evil darkness? This just makes me survive this. We will survive this. With this in me, are we colder than ice? Death red, shape of red. Hey, beautiful past, ain't that right? Hey, friends, I must defend myself. No protection, no lust, I feel so powerful. I wanna kill just like that. Wanna kill just like that. So let's have some fun. A gun, freedom, from the shackles we must stand to fight. Master, there's no end, I feel so bad. Rip us apart and beg for mercy and bleed. Take it all for myself and leave you to die. Now, bleed for me. Leave you to die. For mercy, must beg for mercy. No trust, no bloodlust, nothing at all will save us from this. Protection, nothing will surrender forever. There's no end, I feel so bad. Rip us apart and beg for mercy and bleed it. Take it all for myself. Leave you to die. Now bleed for me and beg for mercy, because that's all there really is left of you. And that's it. That's all there is of Season 1. Stay tuned for Season 2, I guess. Yeah. And if you guys do stay tuned for Season 2, well, let's be honest, you guys already will. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that you won't watch it. Well, unless you have something important to do. Which, that's okay, I respect that. But anyways, if you guys liked Season 1, Parts 1 and 2, make sure to leave a like if you want to. Subscribe, recommended. Comment something if you want to. And then, very much recommended. Alright, now listen, coming closer. Hit the bell notification so you're notified for new content on the channel. And that all being said, viewers, I'll see all of you in the next video and the next anime. This has been Saki Stuff Violent to Anime 2023 here. And I'm out. Peace out, y'all. Bye bye.